Swadika, hello and welcome to ASEAN Challenge, the show to give you the latest headlines, hot topics and updates happening around ASEAN in two languages, Thai and English. I'm Rosalyn Tepawan.
And I'm Alisa สิทธิวงศ์ขอต้อนรับคุณผู้ชมทุกท่านเข้าสู่รายการ ASEAN Challenge ค่ะข่าวสารรอบอาเซียนภาษาอังกฤษและภาษาไทย
And to kick off the show in ASEAN around us, let's go and discuss some updates concerning our biggest aviation mystery so far concerning the MH370 and developments as various groups continue to dig up the story and try to pursue it.
That's right. If you remember that the MH370 Malaysian Airlines flight had disappeared from the radar in 2014. Now, ongoing searches have been continuing on since then, and at the moment now they are trying to, let's say they have a proposal from 3 companies in which will continue the search for the Malaysian flight. One company comes from a US, one of them comes from, the US, Netherlands, and another one from Malaysia themselves.
Right, indeed. With that said, though, the search had been ongoing for a long time, and without any kind of evidence, substantial evidence as to what happened to the plane continued to go missing for quite some time until it was once again dug up and we could say proposed, and the search was called off and on again. But now, in the latest developments, proposals from, as you mentioned, important companies such as Ocean Infinity, Dutch firm Fugro, and an unified Malaysian company has once again proposed the search. Now, the tripartite committee consisting of China and Australia and Malaysia are deliberating that possibility because the search itself takes a huge budget. Previously, it took Australia, Malaysia, and China around $160 million in the 2-year search for the plane. So still, protests of the families involved took matters into their own hands.
That's right. So, of course, that mission, that 2-year search that you mentioned, of course, was called off, and the disappearance of the Boeing 777 on March 8, 2014 had 239 people on board. It was a flight to Beijing from the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur and has become one of the world's greatest aviation mysteries. And so that's still ongoing, and as you mentioned, of course, now the search is going to continue with 3 candidates on the list from the United States, Netherlands, and from Malaysia.
Right, indeed. It's a huge project because it's thought that the plane was diverted thousands of miles off course out over the southern Indian Ocean before crashing off the western coast of Australia, you could say. But still, various search parties have tried to investigate and really comb through several other areas as well as the mystery continues. Australia and the authorities there themselves have said this unsolved mystery is unacceptable. And so with that, the possibility that the search will kickstart once again is quite high, with various companies lending their hand, as we mentioned.
That's right. When the search stopped, initially cancelled back in January after they were unable to find anything, of course, family members of missing people from the plane, of course, protested against this. And so hopefully now with the new search going to happen, hopefully they're going to be able to find more evidence and more of the situation and give more answers into what happened to this flight.
Right, it's been 3 long years of off and on search here without any kind of clue. So hopefully these 3 companies will have what it takes to be able to continue that search and find something for these grieving families and also for the authorities involved as well.
ใช่ละค่ะมากันในส่วนแรก ASEAN Around Us ค่ะอย่างที่เราอาจจะเคยจำได้นะคะในข่าวที่ตอนนั้นโด่งดังมากๆเลยเมื่อปี 2014 ค่ะการสูญหายไปของเครื่องบิน Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 นั่นเองค่ะซึ่งทางรัฐมนตรีขออภัยค่ะคมนาคมของทางมาเลเซียนะคะก็ได้กล่าวว่าทางการมาเลเซียเนี่ยได้รับข้อเสนอจากบริษัทเอกชน3 แห่งจากป ประเทศสหรัฐอเมริกาเนเธอร์แลนด์แล้วก็ทางมาเลเซียนั่นเองในการดำเนินการค้นหาเที่ยวบินของสายการบินมาเลเซียแอร์ไลน์ที่สูญหายไป MH370 แล้วแต่ในขณะนี้นะคะก็ยังไม่ได้ตัดสินใจว่าจะเลือกบริษัทไหนก่อนหน้านี้นะคะก็มีการค้นหาจากทางจีนกับออสเตรเลียและมาเลเซียด้วยกันนะคะซึ่งค่าใช้จ่ายในการค้นหา2ปีที่ผ่านมาเนี่ยก็ใช้เวลาใช้ถึงงบประมาณถึง$159 ล้านสหรัฐเลยทีเดียวแต่ว่าไม่สามารถเจออะไรได้ก็เลยได้ยุติการค้นหาไปก็สร้างความไม่พอใจกับญาติพี่น้องของผู้เสียหายบนเครื่องบินไฟล์นี้คราวนี้ก็จะมีอีก3บริษัทเข้ามาเพื่อที่จะมาประมูลดูว่าใครจะเป็นผู้ที่จะต้องค้นหาต่อไป
ใช่ค่ะที่น่าสนใจนะคะก็คือหลังจากได้ค้นหา2ปีติดต่อกันเลยนะคะก็ไม่มีข่าวหรือว่าไม่มี evidence เลยนะคะว่าจะตัวเครื่องบินเองอยู่ที่ไหนหรือว่ามีลอยอยู่ที่ไหนบ้างยังไม่ค้นพบอะไรเลยค่ะแต่ว่าหลังจาก3ปีที่ผ่านมาก็จะมีการลื้อฟื้นอีกครั้งหนึ่งซึ่งเราก็อยากจะทราบเหมือนกันว่าจุดไหนคือจุดที่สำคัญซึ่งทำให้3บริษัทนี้นะคะจาก3ประเทศทั่วโลกนี้ได้ยื่นมือเข้ามาช่วยเหลือกันหลังจากเวลาผ่านไป3ปีแล้วเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็จะคอยติดตามดูนะคะว่ามีข่าวคืบหน้าอะไรบ้างในการค้นหาปริศนาที่ระดับโลกของ Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 ค่ะ
ค่ะก็ถือว่าเป็นปริศนาระดับโลกปริศนาที่ยิ่งใหญ่เลยทีเดียวนะคะเพราะว่าโหตอนที่ข่าวออกมาแรกๆเนี่ยแล้วก็คือมีคนที่อยู่บนเครื่องบินเนี่ยผู้โดยสารทั้งหมด239คนแล้วก็เครื่องบินลำนี้ก็หายไปออกจากกัวลาลัมเปอร์แล้วกำลังจะไปปักกิ่งนั่นเอง
ใช่ค่ะหายสาบสูญไปเลยไม่มีรากไม่มีรอยอะไรเลยนะคะซึ่งเราก็จะคอยจับตาดูว่าอยากจะไขปริศนาจริงๆว่าเกิดอะไรขึ้นกับ MH370 แล้วเราก็จะคอยอัปเดตรายงานค่ะ
That's right so we'll have to keep you updated of course on the situation and how the search goes but for now we're going to take a short break and we'll be back soon
Stay tuned Welcome back to ASEAN Challenge. Into hot issues now. We take a look at some booming business around our ASEAN community, a new trend that's really taking shape in the form of diamond bullions. A new trend happening in Singapore, shifting now from gold bullion investment over to diamonds, which we initially thought was impossible until now.
ใช่แล้วค่ะกลับเข้าสู่รายการ ASEAN Challenge ในช่วงนี้นะคะเราไปดูประเด็นที่กำลังฮอตฮิตเลยทีเดียวสำหรับนักลงทุนค่ะเพราะว่าทางสิงคโปร์นะคะก็ได้เปิดการลงทุนแบบใหม่นะคะนั่นก็คือการลงทุนเพชรนั่นเองซึ่งเป็นทางการลงทุนที่ถือว่าทางเลือกใหม่สำหรับนักลงทุนยุคใหม่เลยทีเดียวนะคะในรูปแบบที่คล้ายๆกับการลงทุนทองนะคะออนไลน์นะคะซึ่งเทคโนโลยีเนี่ยก็สามารถที่จะวัดมาตรฐานของคุณภาพของเพชรได้นะคะแล้วก็มีบริษัทระดับโลกชื่อเดอะเบียร์นะคะก็เป็นผู้นำในการลงทุนในการเทรดเพชรทำให้เพชรเนี่ยกำลังก้าวขึ้นแท่นการลงทุนอย่างปลอดภัยหรือว่าที่เขาเรียกกันว่า safe haven นั่นเองนะคะซึ่งทางสิงคโปร์เนี่ยก็ถือว่าเป็น hub หรือว่าศูนย์กลางในการลงทุนในรูปแบบนี้นะคะซึ่งจะทำให้คือคาดการณ์ว่าในปี 2020 เนี่ยตลาดด้านเพชรเนี่ยจะมีการเติบโต 15-20% เลยทีเดียวเพราะว่าในปัจจุบันเนี่ยคือตอนนี้ก็ส่วนแบ่งของการตลาดก็มีแค่เพียง 1% เท่านั้น
ใช่ค่ะ
ก็เป็นการลงทุนในรูปแบบใหม่ใครที่ชอบลงทุนทองอยู่แล้วอันนี้ก็อาจจะเป็นอีกหนึ่งวิธีในการลงทุนแบบใหม่
ใช่ค่ะก็นับว่า it's considered a safe haven in addition to gold which many would defer to in case of an unstable economy or unstable currency, for example, or situations that are beyond unprecedented. And so with that said, gold bullion has a new friend, diamond is man's best friend these days. Now in Singapore, they're trying to evolve and you could say come out and to market a new technology to stabilize diamonds now, diamond bullion as a new safe haven for investors in addition to gold and other currencies. So with that said, we take a look coming up next in this new trend of how investors in Singapore are turning towards diamonds, how they're shaping gold bullions, and how they're forming this new innovation to help people and assist in that new trade ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่แล้วค่ะเพราะฉะนั้นในช่วงนี้ของ ASEAN Challenge ของเราไปดูกันค่ะว่าการลงทุนในรูปแบบไหนแบบใหม่เนี่ยค่ะจะเป็นอย่างไรกันบ้างค่ะ
Politics change, technology disrupts, and old certainties transform into new opportunities. A rapidly changing world demands truly reliable asset classes, ones that have demonstrated value throughout human history and protect wealth for the future. This is Diamond Bullion, a powerful asset allocation tool traded on the Singapore Diamond Investment Exchange. Stable, secure, portable, global. For the first time, revolutionary technology makes investing in diamonds simple and transparent. This is concentrated wealth in the palm of your hand. Verify, price, trade, all at the touch of a button. And do it with the backing of the world's most trusted financial institutions. It's time to invest in diamonds. Traded on the Singapore Diamond Investment Exchange.
Diamonds can at last be an investor's best friend. The Singapore Diamond Investment Exchange, or SDIX, said this Tuesday, October 10th, as it launched a new standardized form of the precious stones to rival gold ingots as a safe haven alternative to cash. The industry says diamonds are the world's most concentrated form of wealth, but investors have long viewed them as less useful as a store of value than gold because each stone is different, making its value subjective and trading difficult. Chairman and founder of SDIX, Alain Vandenborre, says technology has solved that problem, and diamonds can now become the new gold.
This is the first time in history that an investment product is made out of diamond as a physical, tangible product. That diamond bullion is fully readable through application and has an instant pricing because it's uniquely listed on a regulated exchange in Singapore.
Diamond bullion, produced by Singapore Diamond Mint, is a collection of investment-grade diamonds whose value can be quickly checked. Denominations will initially range between 100,000 and 200,000, with higher and lower values possible in future. The diamonds are stored in a credit card-sized device containing a chip that allows immediate valuation based on exchange trading and instant authentication, which is crucial as synthetic diamonds have no resale value.
The point is that there's never been any instrument for people to invest into diamonds until recently. So when you buy diamonds at the retail level, you buy diamonds with a highly market price. So you don't really know what's the right price to pay for diamonds. So until about a year ago, there was no product that was meant for investors who would invest into diamonds like they do for tangible assets like gold and other commodities. This is the product that will be distributed primarily by private banks as a start. So we've looked into the market. The entry price level for a diamond bullion is about 100,000 US. So we're going to issue bullions in different denomination. We start at 100,000 US, we'll go a little bit up, and then we will go down when the market is ready. It's like in the old times. You no longer can have a suitcase with cash and put it on the desk to the banker and say, please put that on the bank account. The same analogy, you cannot go with a pile of your diamond bullions, put it on the counter and say, can I please open an account and sell this bullion for me? They will ask, where did you get these bullions? And there's a record of every transaction. So if you break that record, because you sell it outside of the exchange, you're no longer able to sell it back into the market.
A mark on the diamond bullion developed by the International Institute of Diamond Grading and Research, which is part of Anglo-American's De Beers Group, provides a further guarantee. De Beers, the world's biggest diamond producer by value and a leader in equipment that grades and authenticates diamonds, traditionally sold its gems to a limited group of trusted individuals called sight holders. Diamond trading has gradually become more open. In 2008, De Beers began selling rough diamonds through online auctions, and in June this year began auctioning polished stones too. SDIX, launched in 2016, says it's the world's first and only electronic exchange for trading investment-grade diamonds. Diamond miners in principle welcome diamond bullion.
It's actually, this is like, we call it the fireworks.
Lab-grown diamonds are just what they sound like. They're diamonds that are grown inside a laboratory using pure carbon in a process that simulates what happens in nature, but just speeds up the process by a few thousand years. Inside a laboratory in Singapore, workers inspect and select a diamond seed. Then dozens of seeds are placed inside the chamber of a diamond greenhouse, using a scientific method called microwave plasma chemical vapor deposition. A plasma ball made of hydrogen is created inside the chamber. Methane, which is a carbon source, is added. The carbon mix rains down on the diamond seeds, layer by layer, creating a rough diamond that's cut and polished. The process takes about 10 to 12 weeks. Good said in quotations, our customer is millennials. Anybody who's getting engaged are really buying the lab-grown diamonds. They also like the fact of the environmental aspect of it, that it's grown in a greenhouse. There's less soil being moved, and we have less carbon footprint. Good says lab-grown diamonds tend to cost about 30 to 40% less than mined diamonds of the same carat, color, cut, and clarity. Near New York City's Diamond District, gemologist David Weinstein, also the executive director of the International Gemological Institute in New York, said the only difference between a lab-grown and a mined diamond is its origin, and only a high-powered microscope can be used to tell the difference between the two. In addition to growth patterns, Weinstein said inclusions can offer details to a diamond's origin. Weinstein said elements found underground can sometimes mix with natural diamonds.
But it's taken that science, working with a physicist, to really come through and really put together, let's say the formula, to be able to make it. And that has taken us, the last couple of years. Now, I would say about 2 or 3 years ago, the largest diamond we were able to make was a 3-carat diamond. We're able to do up to 5 carats now.
To help distinguish mined diamonds from lab-grown, all lab-grown diamonds are required to have a laser inscription, identifying them as lab-grown. Lab-grown gems have been around for decades, but it's only recently that the science and technology have made it possible to grow large, colorless diamonds. Pure-grown diamonds said they can grow 2A diamonds as large as 5 carats. 2A diamonds are so rare and colorless, only 2% of mined diamonds are graded 2A, according to Frost & Sullivan, which is a market research and consulting company. According to another report by Morgan Stanley, as of now, the lab-grown diamond market is about 1% of global rough diamond market, but it predicts the lab-grown diamond market could grow to 15% by 2020.
All right, and that was an interesting scoop on investing in diamonds for all of you. With that said, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back soon for some events coming up soon.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Into ASEAN calendar now. We have a lot of events coming up, special events and holy events to mark your calendars with coming up in ASEAN.
ใช่แล้วค่ะกลับเข้าสู่รายการ ASEAN Challenge ค่ะในช่วงนี้ไปดูกันว่ามีอีเวนต์อะไรกำลังจะเกิดขึ้นทั่วอาเซียนของเราอย่างเช่นในประเทศไทยของเรานะคะเดือนพฤศจิกายนเนี่ยก็จะเป็นเดือนแห่งอีเวนต์สำคัญอย่างเช่นลอยกระทงเนี่ยค่ะในเดือนนี้ในปีนี้ลอยกระทงก็จะมาเร็วนิดนึงค่ะงั้นเอาเป็นว่าเดี๋ยวเราไปดูกันว่าในช่วงนี้มีอีเวนต์อะไรกันบ้างนอกเหนือจากลอยกระทงกันบ้างค่ะ
Let's check it out.
كل نجوى ويا منتهى كل شيء
Thailand Vegetarian Festival. This annual auspicious event is a most colorful and dramatic celebration that takes place during the first 9 days of the 9th lunar month of the Chinese calendar. The 9-day event is usually in late September or early October. The origin of the festival is unclear, but it's been passed from generation to generation that it originated from the southeastern part of China near Fujian province. The festival was celebrated to make merit and save animals from being killed for food. In Thailand, the most talked about vegetarian festival is in the southern province of Phuket, where the auspicious ceremony is held in a grand celebration. During the 9-day period, the devout Chinese Buddhists dress in white attire, convert to vegetarianism, and observe the 10 rules to provide or purify their minds and bodies. Besides a strict vegetarian diet and temple offering, some highlights of the 9-day event include incredible acts of self-mortification, such as climbing knife, blade ladders, walking on hot coals, a ritual of bridge crossing, and a street procession in which the mediums in a state of trance have their cheeks pierced and bodies spiked with various types of sharp objects. The entire atmosphere is full of religious frenzy with the ear-splitting sound of firecrackers and lion dances. In the evening of the last day event, the main road of Phuket town is turned into a path of din and smoke of firing crackers. All the local residents participate in the event. Visitors to Thailand should not miss this chance to visit Phuket during the auspicious event.
The 25th to the 29th of October, royal cremation ceremonies for King Rama IX. The royal cremation ceremonies of His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej, or King Rama IX, will be held between October 25th and the 29th. October 26th, the day of the cremation, will also be a national holiday to allow members of the public to take part in the important event. King Rama IX passed away on October 13th last year, plunging Thailand into deep mourning. A large number of Thais continue to wear black and white today to grieve over his passing. Throughout his 7-decade reign, King Rama IX worked tirelessly to improve the well-being of his people. In return, he won much love and reverence from his subjects. Assistant Government Spokesperson Colonel Atisit Chayanuwat announced Tuesday that His Majesty King Maha, or King Rama X, has approved the schedule. Last Friday, King Rama X also approved the office of the Prime Minister's decision to declare his birthday, July 28th, and the day of his father's passing, October 13th, as important days in Thailand. King Rama X ordered that royal ceremonies be held in remembrance of his father on October 13th every year, the same way royal ceremonies are held in commemoration of his great-grandfather, King Rama V. Of November 2017, Loy Krathong, Yee Peng Festival of Lights. The Loy Krathong Festival is celebrated nationwide. The dates depend on the moon calendar. In 2017, the dates are November 2nd to the 4th. The full moon day is November 3rd. The festival is one of the most spectacular in Thailand. Chiang Mai is a great place to experience the Loy Krathong Festival. Each year, the Loy Krathong Festival features activities at various venues throughout the city, such as boat races on the Mapping River, Yee Peng Lantern Procession and Contest, Beauty Contest, and Krathong Parades and Contests. The dates of the Loy Krathong Festival always cause plenty of confusion. They change every year depending on the full moon. Loy Krathong is not an official public holiday in Thailand. The history of Loy Krathong Festival is rather obscure. Some believe that the Krathong was first created by Tao Si Julalak or Nang Nopamad in Sukhothai. Others overlook its origin yet focus on the purposes of the ritual. To pay respect to the goddess of the water, showing their gratitude on their plentiful use of water and ask for forgiveness in the ensuing pollution. Floating the beautiful Krathong away is a key activity of the Loy Krathong festival. It also refers to flying away misfortune and bad things in the past and asking for good luck in the future. Although it is not a national holiday, many activities other than floating krathongs are conducted on this festival, such as contests of krathong making and Nopamad beauty pageants, local games and performances, and you can join the spectacular occasion in Chiang Mai, where it is specifically called Yee Peng, floating of lanterns into the sky.
And those were the events to mark your calendars with in ASEAN calendar. With that, we take a short break, but when we come back, more coming up for you in ASEAN interview. Stay tuned.
พักกันสักครู่ค่ะ
Hello and Sawadika, this is your host Pama. Welcome back to ASEAN's Challenge Show with yet another interesting, inspiring student all the way from Germany. So without much further ado, let's get started to the inspiring stories to hear from Mr. Daniel. Hello Mr. Daniel, how are you?
Hello, Sawadika.
Hello and Sawadika, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good too. Welcome to ASEAN's Challenge interview show. And could you now please tell us more about yourself and your journey all the way from center of Europe, Germany to Thailand, one of the ASEAN's country. So could you tell us what made you choose Thailand and why really you chose Rangsit University and about your own self?
Okay, I'm Daniel. I'm 25 years old. I came from Germany, from the city Bamberg, studied there, and I study here at Rangsit University ICT, Information and Communication Technology. And why I choose Rangsit University, it was like it was 1 year ago in Thailand, just for holidays, and it was a very nice country. I like it. And as well, the Rangsit University was a partner university of my university in Bamberg, and the program was very nice. And that's why I chose the Rangsit University, and so far I not regret it. So.
Wow, so nice to hear your journey all the way from far away, as far as like Germany to Thailand, one of the ASEAN country. So before coming to this ASEAN country, were you aware of Thailand? What particular picture did you have of Thailand as one of the ASEAN country?
Yes, so far a lot of people very warmly welcome me in this country, and I have very good experience the last weeks, the last 2 months in Thailand. It was quite very different to Germany.
Wow, can expect that.
It started with the weather, with the food. Quite very different, and especially also the people I really like here in Thailand. They're very kind, very friendly to me, and
very good to hear.
I really appreciate it.
Very good to hear. You had a quite good experience here in Thailand. Now, could you, how about your academic perspective? Which course are you taking again?
I take so far Japanese language course, a Thai language course, and some ICT course, data structure, and some international marketing course here at the Rangsit University.
Very interesting programs. Yeah. And how is like learning environment different? Is it same with Germany? How is it different here in the educational learning system in one of the ASEAN countries, that is Thailand, and you're particularly in Rangsit? So is it learning environment, is it same or different?
It's, I would say the learning schedule is quite very different to Germany, because when I study at my home university, we have the subjects, we have a final exam, and the final exam, it counts 100%, so it's all about the final exam. I mean, we also have lectures, we also have exercises, but that doesn't count, it's just the final exam. And here is quite very different, because you have there's a lot of assignments in the subjects, a lot of projects that counts of the grade, and then you have at the end for exam something like 40% of the grade. That, I mean, that's an advantage. I like that, because it reduces the pressure of the final exam, because in Germany we have this high pressure on the final exam, because even you fail for the whole subject or you pass it, and here you can get quite good results in the assignments and in the projects before the exams actually starts.
I see. So basically you mean to say that the grading system and the way the class manages is quite different. Like in Thailand, it is more towards activities, co-curriculum activities, not just examinations. So do you feel this kind of system is pretty good for the students? In how many ways?
I think it's pretty good, because you have to consider the students. They get to know very early with the subject, so right from the beginning they have to prepare an assignment or something, or a project like that. And it's quite very different to Germany, because so far my experience in Germany, a lot of students they just push the topic away, and then right 2 weeks before the final exam they just get to know with the topic. Not all of them, but a few students of them do like this. I mean, also other students, they get to know with the topic early in the lecture, but a few also just get to know 2 weeks before the final exam. And here's quite different. You have this assignments, these projects, and they learn right from the beginning about the topic, and so then it's not that difficult at the end for the exam, because you already have that input of the whole work before.
Very interesting analysis of the system, two different systems, and it's pretty clear from the way you say that you have picked up quite a lot of new experience and new skills and new learnings. So how are you intending to apply this new knowledge that you picked from this ASEAN country, Thailand, particularly university, when you go back to your country?
I think I will take a lot back to my country. I mean, it's not only the schedule system here at the university or the whole academic environment. It's all about the private life, the culture in Thailand, how I communicate with other people, how it's like something like the food, you get dinner with other people and share this share community. We don't have this strong share community in Germany. And that's only one example. There are a few other examples. I would like to put that input back to my home country and try to teach other people like that culture, how it better works, something like that.
Okay, nice to hear. Speaking of the culture of Thailand, especially culture being one of the true identity of ASEAN, so I would like to know what is your exact opinion on Thai culture, and also coming from a very different country, like you mentioned, have a different practices and different values of sharing and all. So how do you really feel about this culture?
I think I have very positive impression about that, because something like I would not like complain about the German culture, but
we understand.
But it's in Germany all about this so-called complaining mentality. A lot of Germans complain about everything, when the weather is too hot, when the weather is too cold, and here it's more it's that the people are more relaxed with the situation. When something very busy with the traffic, the people are more relaxed, or when it's some raining or very hot weather, the people are more relaxed. I like this mentality, and I really like that.
Pretty interesting, and especially more so the way the culture, Thai culture and ASEAN culture has touched over you. Seems like you have pretty been adapting and pretty like flexible with this culture. So have you noticed yourself changed from the way like you were before after coming here?
Yes, of course. Especially when I mentioned this people, they are more relaxed. I think since I arrived also a bit more
relaxed.
in this relaxing, because it's, I mean, here is also busy, especially in Bangkok, same like in Germany, but in Germany you're always I don't know, that sometimes not that relaxed. You're some on this I don't know, some in this stressful focus and something like that. It's quite very it's quite very different to Germany.
So pretty interesting to find you have become more relaxed after coming to Thailand, and good to learn that Thai values has got into you. So how about looking at the way you are quite impressed? So what are your future plans? Are you going to stay in Thailand after you finish your studies, or like any plans to come back to Thailand?
My plans so far, I mean, I have 2 semesters here at Rangsit University, so I study 1 full year study abroad, this exchange program. And after that, I first finish my studies at my home university, and after that, maybe I think about that to make internship abroad, even directly after my bachelor studies or in the master studies. And I think Bangkok is quite a good candidate for that internship. I think about it, because so far I really like it, and I mean, I had maybe 2-3 weeks to get to know to know about the transport and something like that. But if you're in that daily life, if you know how to do, then it's quite very good to live here.
I see. So, and do you think this kind of exchange program to ASEAN country all the way from Europe is very helpful for the students? How is it helpful for the students, you feel?
You mean for the exchange students that are here, or to recommend other exchange students? I mean,
how do you think that the students who are taking part in this sort of exchange program, and especially exchange program means a cultural exchange, like you get to learn. So how do you think this benefits students, especially from other countries, when they come to ASEAN country?
The integration of the international college was quite very good so far. We also had a few trips out of the university, something like the last trip was to Kanchanaburi, and we made a lot of cultural events, so something like traditional Thai clothes. I had traditional Thai clothes.
That's nice.
Or traditional Thai food in something like a kind of jungle, and it was very nice this experience. Yeah.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
So speaking of the traditional Thai food and all, how is the food different? Like, are you comfortable with Thai dishes?
Yes. I mean, last year I also liked the Thai food, but I was too less time in Thailand to get used to the Thai food, especially the spicy Thai food. But I think after you hear something like 2 weeks or something, you get used to the spicy Thai food. And so far, I really like it. Spicy Thai food, something like tom yum or something, or somtam. I really like it, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. So looking at the way you share your experience, looks like you are really adapted in Thai culture. You're really like getting well along here in Thailand. So now, do you have any particular suggestions or particular advice that you want to maybe provide for the future prospective learners who are willing to or looking forward to come to ASEAN countries, especially here in Thailand, or to this university?
First, I would recommend, because I did the same, if anybody never been in Thailand before, go to Thailand just for holiday before studies. That would be very helpful to not have that big cultural shock, to get used to maybe to the culture, the food, the people, and something like that, and then start exchange studies here at the university. And as well, I would recommend get the information about the programs, and yes, and get information about the food. Maybe try the food first when on the first trip to Thailand before to come here.
Okay.
To get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming for today's talk show, Daniel. It was nice having you here and listening to your journey all the way from Germany to Thailand.
And that was our ASEAN interview for this week. And that wraps up the show. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week. For now, สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ